Here we go. 180!
On first down, Garoppolo. And incomplete to open things up.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week, and for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here's Thomas. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he coughed it up, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2. Three down. Slam.
He can run for it, and he will. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
56, right there, 56. Check the hot read.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This will be fielded at the 17. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. A first down carry here for Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A first carry now. This is Hill. And down to the 36-yard line here. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 36. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Switch. Rush in. 12. Fresno. Smooth.
Garoppolo on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
11.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Switch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the run. Shoot.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Looking to throw. Thomas. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On On second down, it's Hill. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. To throw is Thomas. Off play action. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Just like that. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 4, check 4.
On first down, Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Thomas now going to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Weber. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Mixon, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Garoppolo hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! Hey,
we got to seal, we got to seal, we got to seal. Come on. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
6, 6.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mixon trying to punch it in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Get off the field.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, Thomas. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Here's Thomas throwing again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now Thomas, a final shot before break. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Thomas from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
21. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Cooper's got it. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here we go.
Second down 6. At the 44.
From the 44, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39.
Here we go.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. To throw on second down, Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen. Watch the hunt.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
80 weapons.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
13.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
64, keep getting sacks.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
White.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. To throw is Thomas, operating from the gun. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Check, butts it. Check, butts it. 15 miles.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, gun.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it. Oh, no, he lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, Ball security paramount. They turn the ball over. Terrible.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he stopped immediately there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
No.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. The toss play to Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Here we go. 180!
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a bit of a